Get ready to embark on a captivating journey into the realm of football wisdom as we delve into the world of Pep Guardiola, unveiling a treasure trove of knowledge, discussing his unparalleled dedication to perfection that sets him apart from fellow coaches, and acknowledging his undeniable impact on the modern game. With a trophy cabinet that speaks volumes of his remarkable success, Guardiola's profound influence will resonate for years to come. In this video, we will explore the intriguing mind of this Spanish mastermind, examining his distinctive style of play and the evolution he's undergone throughout the years. But before we begin, we kindly invite you to subscribe to our channel for more captivating content. Now, let's dive right in. Having enjoyed a successful career as a defensive midfielder for Barcelona, Josep Guardiola took on the role of manager for the club's B team in 2007. A mere year later, he swiftly ascended to the position of head coach for the first team. From that point on, Guardiola orchestrated the formation of what many consider to be the greatest football club side in history. Under Guardiola's guidance, Barcelona's remarkable accomplishments in 2009 stand as a testament to their greatness, securing an unprecedented 6 trophies. Throughout his tenure in Spain, Pep triumphantly clinched 3 La Liga titles, 2 domestic cups, 3 Super Cups, 2 Champions Leagues, 2 European Super Cups, and 2 World Club Cups, accumulating an astounding total of 14 trophies in a span of 4 seasons. In 2013, Guardiola assumed the managerial role at Bayern Munich. During his initial season, he secured the domestic double and replicated the feat in 2016. However, despite his achievements, he fell short of reaching a Champions League final during his 3-year tenure. Subsequently, in 2016, Guardiola embarked on a new venture as the manager of Manchester City. After a trophyless first season, Guardiola's tactics propelled the team to clinch the league title in dominant fashion, setting records for the most points, wins, and goals scored in Premier League history. Due to his outstanding accomplishments, Guardiola is widely regarded as one of the greatest coaches in the history of football. The only factor that stirs debate about Guardiola's status as the best coach ever is his inability to secure another Champions League victory since his remarkable achievements with Barcelona at the beginning of his managerial career. This year, the ongoing debate might come to a resolution as Guardiola's Man City stand on the brink of an extraordinary treble, a feat that no English club has managed to replicate since 1999. But what distinguishes Pep from others? Is it his meticulous attention to detail, clear vision, tactical acumen, unwavering drive, passionate approach, and remarkable ability to extract the utmost potential from each player under his guidance? One of Pep's notable strengths lies in his emphasis on collective performance. While Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne are the team's closest equivalents to superstars, the success of the team is not solely dependent on them. For instance, even with Haaland's remarkable tally of 36 Premier League goals this season, City won the league last year with a similar points total and Gabriel Jesus as a centre-forward, who only scored 8 goals. Additionally, in the 2018-19 season, De Bruyne missed a significant portion of the campaign and started only 11 games. Yet, City managed to secure the league title with a remarkable 98 points, the second highest in history. Guardiola has a knack for elevating players' performances. Would players like Manuel Akanji, Bernardo Silva, Ilkay Gundogan, John Stones, Rodri, and others be the same players they are today if they hadn't joined City? It's highly unlikely. Take Manuel Akanji for instance. City acquired his services for less than 20 million, and he was widely perceived as a player who'd once shown promise but hadn't fully developed at the age of 27. However, not only did he become a key figure this season, but he also took on the role of a left-back, a position he hadn't previously played. Guardiola's exceptional standing in the field extends beyond the sheer accumulation of triumphs. It's the sheer brilliance and artistry of his football that sets him apart. His teams don't simply defeat their opponents, they overpower them with an overwhelming display of skill and prowess. Today, Guardiola rightfully holds a place among the most influential coaches in history, not only due to his trophy cabinet, but also for his ability to instill a distinct style of play within his teams, creating a sense of joy among their supporters. At the core of Guardiola's coaching philosophy lies possession-based football, employing high-pressure tactics and emphasizing technical proficiency. Ever since his tenure at Barcelona, his teams have been renowned for their rapid passing and fluid movement, with players seamlessly swapping positions to generate space and bewilder the opposition. Pep Guardiola's coaching philosophy can be best summed up by the quote, "Move the opponent, not the ball." This statement encapsulates his approach to the game, where the emphasis lies not only on possessing the ball, but on positioning. Guardiola's style of play is known as positional play. Other notable coaches, such as Thomas Tuchel, Mauricio Pochettino, and Brendan Rodgers, also utilize positional play in their coaching methods. While each coach might interpret it differently, the fundamental principles remain consistent. In a team employing positional play, players strategically position themselves to create numerical advantages through passing triangles or diamonds. The objective is to progress possession through different areas of the pitch. Every player on the team must adhere to strict rules regarding their positioning in relation to teammates, opponents, and the ball. Guardiola, in particular, advocates for a specific implementation of positional play, wherein the pitch is divided into zones. Vertical and horizontal lines are utilized, and each player is assigned to a specific zone. Horizontal planes should never have more than 3 teammates, and vertical planes should never have more than 2, to ensure ample passing options for the player in possession. Players must be ready to adjust their positions based on the movements of their teammates, creating constant rotations that aim to disrupt the opposition. The underlying rationale behind the high possession percentage in positional play lies in the understanding that ball rotation serves as the primary tool to disrupt the defensive structure of the opposition. The aim is to compel opponents to vacate their positions, creating gaps and opportunities to advance. By manipulating the ball, the opponents are drawn out, allowing for the creation of free spaces behind their defensive lines. Positional play isn't just a system, but a way of thinking about football, and the Catalan coach's ideas have evolved along with his players and circumstances. While we often discuss managers having philosophies and styles of play, few have demonstrated the ability to adapt and evolve like Guardiola. His approach with Barcelona differed from his time at Bayern, and both vary from his teams at Manchester City, which in turn differ from the current season's iteration. What once appeared to be foundational concepts, such as fullbacks venturing into midfield, possession-based play with cutbacks, and an absence of a definitive offensive terminus, no longer constitutes an integral part of his approach. Certain principles and ideas remain constant, but their execution evolves depending on personnel, situations, and opponents. This adaptability signifies the mark of a truly exceptional coach, one who strikes the ideal balance between pragmatism and innovation. While Guardiola is known for regularly adjusting his team's structure, he remains deeply committed to several fundamental principles. One of these is the consistent emphasis on playing short passes from the goalkeeper, whether from goal kicks or open play. This approach stems from his desire to create a numerical advantage by having one additional passing option compared to the number of opposing players involved in pressing. Throughout his career, Guardiola's teams have often formed situational back threes to outnumber the opposition during the build-up or defensive phases. However, his preferred method of achieving this has evolved over time. Initially, he would position a defensive midfielder between the centre-backs, as exemplified by players like Sergio Busquets or Philippe Lahm. In more recent years, he has utilised hybrid defenders, such as Kyle Walker at Manchester City, who can seamlessly shift from a wide position into the centre. This adjustment allows the centre-back pair to remain intact while keeping the pivot, with their unique skill set in the midfield, where they're most effective. As a former defensive midfielder himself, Guardiola used to express his dislike for playing alongside a partner. The presence of 2 defensive midfielders in front of 2 centre-backs can create challenging angles during the build-up. Conversely, having a single pivot provides the opportunity for short diagonal passes on the half-turn, facilitating forward play. Operating in this pivotal role on the pitch is not an easy task. It requires proper body positioning, close ball control, precise passing, and above all, the ability to read the game and make quick decisions to navigate through the opponent's pressing. When Guardiola began his coaching career with Barcelona B, he discovered all these qualities in a young academy graduate named Sergio Busquets. During his time at Bayern Munich, where midfielders were accustomed to a 4-2-3-1 formation, Guardiola transformed fullback Philippe Lahm into his lone pivot. At Manchester City, the role is currently filled by Rodri. Guardiola greatly values players like these for their comfort in operating independently at the base of midfield, which allows an additional midfielder to occupy positions between the lines and naturally create passing triangles at the back. Guardiola gained widespread recognition for his tactical innovation, particularly in utilising the false 9 position. A false 9 refers to a centre forward who frequently drops deep to receive the ball, aiming to draw opposition centre-backs out of position and disrupt the defence. While Guardiola didn't originate the concept of a mobile striker, Barcelona's utilisation of Messi as a fourth midfielder during the build-up was a defining characteristic of their possession-based style. Currently, Guardiola leans more toward the true striker end of the spectrum. Among all the strikers he has worked with, Haaland stands out as a pure goal scorer who contributes little else in terms of ball involvement. Similar to Guardiola's positional wingers, who stretch the defence horizontally, Haaland's primary role is to stretch it vertically, thereby pinning the opposing centre-backs and creating space for 2 attacking midfielders to operate between the lines. City has not only adjusted to this new approach and adhered to their coach's demands, but they've also become exceptionally relentless. It appears that they're currently heading towards emulating the extraordinary accomplishment of Manchester United's iconic 1999 treble. Once more, this emphasises Pep's remarkable ability to innovate and stay one step ahead of his competitors. If there's been a consistent aspect throughout his coaching career, it is his inclination toward change and adaptation. And there you have it, everyone. It's always a pleasure to talk about Pep's tactics and his evolution through the years. While we could have continued this discussion for days, we were fortunate enough to gain a glimpse into the profound insights of one of the most exceptional minds to have graced the world of football. What are your thoughts on Pep? Do you consider him the greatest of all time? We'd love to hear your opinions in the comments section below. If you found this video enjoyable, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Thank you for tuning in.